y'all know Pat Bev got a podcast, and y'all know on that podcast, Pat Bev has conversations with different people. So he has Jason Williams on his podcast, point guard, white chocolate or whatever, and somehow they get on the conversation of Megan Thee Stallion, really Klay Thompson, but Megan Thee Stallion.
He ain't talking about Klay Thompson. Y'all steady trying to get him a pass. I ain't never seen Klay not shoot it like this. And for him to say I'm out of my prime, like, come on, Klay. Like, come on.
He said that?
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah, he's got a beautiful target. Speaking of BBL.
Yeah.
I'm from West Virginia, man. I've been taught a lot by some old folks, old white folks. It only takes one pussy to drag a battleship across the desert. That's how powerful it is. So
Most wars
it got something to, you know what I'm saying? Klay Thompson, I ain't saying that's what it is, but that might be what it is.
He ain't talking about Klay Thompson. Y'all steady trying to get.
All right. That's the conversation and commentary that was let off. Mild, hard. Shouldn't have said that. Initial thoughts, initial opinions.
One of them things where it'll be funny to you in your community, maybe, but hey, if Klay sees it, there you go.
I'm glad you said that, Sage. Klay saw it. Klay absolutely saw it. Klay Thompson claps back in the comment section of the clip. Referring to my girlfriend as a pussy is so disgusting and disturbing, especially from someone who played in the NBA. How would you feel if I referred to your wives in such a way? At Pat Bev, do better, fellas. Very disappointing.
Yeah, see, this is exactly what I expected. Like no cap, exactly what I expected the response to be. Am I lagging? Because my screen is messed up.
No.
All right, but yeah, that's my fault that distracted me. But yeah, that's precisely what I expected. Yeah, you did refer to his girl as just a pussy or the reason that you fell off. It's kind of crazy. So
yeah, I think this is, we talked about player podcasts and stuff like that. And so I don't know. They went from like being very brand friendly, brotherhood, et cetera, et cetera. And that's why I always, shouts out to the knuckleheads whenever they get it back together. They can do the podcast or whatever. But that's why I've always been like for the knuckleheads. It's never been drama. It's been more like storytelling or whatever. A lot of these guys, even if it's just like locker room talk or whatever the case may be, like I feel like they've forgotten the essence of like protecting the brotherhood. I don't know if I'm missing it on that one, but that's just the way I feel.
No, you hit the nail right on the head. And that was my biggest fear when it came to these athletes going straight into podcasting specifically. Gang, doing a pod, you got to yap a lot. And they are in positions where if you decide to cover the NBA as former NBA players, you are more than likely to have been a teammate of, been in the vicinity of, been around a lot of these players you're talking about. So it's crazy that y'all think y'all can get off just calling Klay Thompson's new girlfriend, referring to her as a pussy. Like just a pussy, just a vagina in the conversation, like he wouldn't take offense to it. That's insane to me.
Yeah. Or the fact that like also, and we could be honest about it too. We could put some respect on Meg's name here too. The fact that you think that not only you're talking about Klay Thompson's girlfriend, but you're also talking about Megan Thee Stallion, and you think none of that's gonna get any traction. Nobody's gonna look at that or anything. Yeah, it's again like I initially said, and we've been guilty on this podcast of telling jokes like that too. But it's just principle of that's probably funny to you, maybe your community, your boys or whatever. But you're saying that online, especially about somebody that you consider as a brother. Don't let brother see that clip. It's not gonna.
Even if it's just locker room talk though, like locker room talk or podcast banner, editing is a possibility. They intentionally clipped this,
so
that this could go up and go out.
Yeah, because they probably didn't care or didn't think it was a problem. But especially because he's in the NBA circle, it is more likely for another NBA player to see his shit than like our shit. To be honest with you. Numbers,
you gotta imagine what their algorithms are, dog, or even chatters. You gotta imagine what they avoid and what they be liking and stuff. It's probably just their own pods all day.
That was Esos, man.
You made that same day. Come on, bro.
You said what?
You made that same comment before. Come on.
I know I have. But listen, I'm trying to pile on the hate. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm ready to pile on the hate. Now, since I'm ready to pile on the hate. That clip probably came out, when was that? 13th? November 13th?
Yeah, mid last week.
Okay. Mid last week. Pat Bev got them cuss slapped on him November 14th. Oh my God. Hello? Come down. Back up.
Okay. I thought that was my screen still being glitched.
Patrick Beverley has been arrested for assault.
Oh.
Charge against Beverley is assault on a family member / household member impeding breath or circulation. It's listed as a 3rd-degree felony.
Oh no.
Young Patrick Beverley. I don't even know why they picked this. This is young Patrick Beverley. According to jail records, charge against Beverley is assault on a family member / household member impeding breath or circulation. It's listed as a 3rd-degree felony. Now, with that being said, all this as it sits, as I tell this story, is apparently alleged.
I'd bring up the TMZ article because that's the only source really anyone has from my research, and it's a short read too if we want to read it.
Let me pull it up.
No.
But just going forward, this is just alleged conversations, initial reporting, just things of that nature. Word, indeed, stuff like that. All right. This is from TMZ Sports. I think this goes backwards in the way that they do these things, but it is what it is. This is at 5:15 Pacific time. Patrick Beverley has spoken out since the news broke of his arrest, saying via social media, "Please don't believe everything you see on the internet. Hope all is well. Love." His attorney says Patrick Beverley has no criminal record. He cares deeply about his little sister, a young lady, a minor. Given that, when he unexpectedly found her alone in the home with an 18-year-old man in the middle of the night, he was understandably concerned, as any brother would be about his sister. However, we don't believe what followed happened the way it's being described, and we look forward to the opportunity to address it in court. So, apparently, allegedly, found his little sister in the house with an 18-year-old man, minor sister, 18-year-old man. But for some reason, as it stated, he was impeding the breath of a family member / household member that lives it there.
So he allegedly choked the sister?
Yeah, his sister.
And he's saying he didn't, and it's a misunderstanding.
Yeah, either A, what the heck, dude? Or B, yeah, something ain't right. That sounds stupid.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I made a video on this yesterday. Quickly took it down because I didn't think there was enough information to fully dive into it for real. The counter argument, I'm gonna just say the counter argument is that he saw the situation happening. It was a minor. His sister's a minor, and an 18-year-old guy, and the person he assaulted isn't necessarily the sister, but like another family member within the vicinity for some whatever reason. Like that's the main case of like how this whole scenario could have happened and he didn't beat his sister.
So from what I'm hearing, they're saying Pat comes home, and mind you, I'm gathering all this just now. Pat comes home, sister with legal adult. Pat snaps, and there's supposed to be a family member there watching over them who was allowing this to happen. So he gets mad at that family member. They tussle, whatever, get into it. He ends up arrested in jail. Big misunderstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say this. Every time you bring that woman's name up, you end up in cuffs. You end up in jail, cuffs, something happens to you. Just stop saying her name. I don't know what this situation is, but I know between people going to jail because of her, people getting stalked by whatever private investigators because of her. Listen, man, Rock Nation don't play about the stallion. Leave her alone.
Yeah, I don't know. You mess with what's Megan Thee Stallion's people name? You mess with the hotties, you get burned.
He's on fire.
Having a bad weekend.
I have nothing to say to that. I have absolutely nothing to say to that.
Super bad weekend.
You know what I seen right after that? You know what I seen? I seen on the timeline, LaMelo Ball gifted iced out pendant from Rock Nation right after Pat goes to jail. It's the little things. It's the little things, man.
It's been a bad year for Pat Bev too. I still haven't forgotten about that Trae Young beef.
God. Yep, Trey's vindicated.
I wonder if they
that was
had
a lose-lose beef.
I wonder if they had to tell the Hawks admin like
Pat Bev trying to get it off though, because Trae Young hasn't had the hottest start. But
now he can't get it off.
If Trae get to the timeline.
Yes, I don't think to worry about Patrick.